Hey, it's Nyesu. For this week's episode, I'm with Sagawah, a producer from the Generations of Resistance podcast. She's also working on ground in Karenni State. Welcome to DVB Vox Pop.
Hello, Nyesu. Hello, everyone. I will say I am the media and communication person. Before the 2021 coup, I worked at the print and broadcast media industry, particularly for DVB Debate TV show as the content producer for almost 7 years. After which I worked at the INGO SETA for almost 5 years. After the coup, my lifestyle and my career changed a lot. I will never spend my life under those contacts. During the earlier project days, I enjoyed not only peaceful street protests as well as continue my work as the media person, through joining the protest group named GSEN, who are trying to kick off the underground radio station. Because, at the time we had facing internet shutdown, the military control everything. At that time, people only have limited media consumption. So I started to get with the small youth group, including GSE and young people, and we crafted to launch UG Radio named Federal FM. And we started the very first time on air in April 2021. And from there, I worked as the in-charge editor at the Federal FM for almost 2 years. But for now, I quit working for it. And currently, I started my own podcast channel named The Generation of Resistance currently.
Now you're working as a producer at your podcast, Generations of Resistance. So tell me more about your podcast program.
In fact, I feel so depressed in the past 2 years since I moved from Megacity Yangon to here in KNE area. I don't know how I could contribute, towards the society with my skill set and expertise. I just slowly working with the Federal FM as the editor, but I feel like I couldn't do that much with that role. I really wanted to amplify and produce more about the, on-ground situations. I wanted to travel across the KNE area like I did as the producer, media person before the coup. And I do have access to travel across the KNE area. So I decided to produce personal story and real on ground conditions. That's how I got to create my podcast idea. But I don't have enough human resources or pieces of equipment or very professional studio here. But I know myself like, oh, it's okay. I have my phone and laptop, and I do have characters and stories that around me. From moving on, I discovered my senior and junior friends who have the same media background with me to help me publish my podcast online and to edit the draft audio files.
I'm really curious about what's your future plan for your podcast?
We are aiming to produce our podcast episodes as the PSA, we would like to promote our podcast as the edutainment style, since we are promoting, characters and personal stories around revolution, social cohesion, and human rights, right?
So, since you're a producer and also working on ground in Karenni State now, so are there any challenges for you to cover news there?
Surely, sometimes, being here in KNE, I do have top three issues. One thing is electricity. We do not have government electricity here, and we are just using solar power. So, getting ready for fully charged electronic devices is the kind of most difficult issue for me as a producer. It's a kind of headache for me to be fully charged for my all electric devices. That's one thing. Secondly, it's totally about stable connectivity for sure.
Is it safe for you to go around in Karenni State?
Surely it's not very safe for us to go around in KNE. It is not because of the people here in KNE, but our safety and our lives completely depends on the SITEP Myanmar military. Since the intense conflicts are taking place across the KNE Kaya area, as you are aware, the SITEP has been launching air attacks as well as heavy weapon attacks towards the civilian area. So we will never know. You will never know what kind of attack will happen to you on which day or what time. Traveling by car or riding a bike, whatever way you use, you could face possible heavy weapons or mortar or air attacks at any time.
That's really sad to hear. And also, like, why Karini?
I relocated here in 2021 of May, and the reason that I have to move here is to do the work that I contributed to Federal FM. Because one of our members got detained by the city, and once we figure out that I need to immediately move to here. At the time, running away from Yangon to KNE was more convenient for me since I only had to travel from Yangon to Dangu, after which, with the help of my husband, friends, and network, I have successfully arrived to here in KNE area within 2 days. But on the other hand, I also wanted to continue my career, my radio work with the Federal FM. And at the time, some members of the Federal FM, they were there already. As the media and communication person and as the journalist in the past, I wanted to fight back those contacts with my skill set, with my expertise. So I just don't want to run away to any of the border areas or other area. Maybe that's why I happily decided to be here in Guyana, I would say.
Since you have been living in Karenni State for almost 2 years, have you ever encountered any airstrike? If so, can you share your experience with me?
I visited the front lines area sometime in Seoul, and I mostly encounter the heavy weapon attack. To me, whenever I hear heavy weapons or mortar noise, I just stay being alert. But apart from that, I feel nothing special. Maybe this is because I prepared myself not to be afraid of any of those things, or maybe we all are totally prepared to die. I don't know. It's hard to express. All of the local people and villagers and other local PDF members, they all have the same feeling as me, I believe. We prepare so well, but we are not afraid of those things anymore. But of course, we do have the bomb shelters. We all are well prepared. If we hear heavy weapon attacks more than twice, we surely have to run away from the area, from those areas, or we just need to go to our bomb shelters. I once experienced a midnight air attack by the city. At that time, they bombed towards one of the local PDF camps. The speed is super fast. I even can imagine escaping from their attack. Once you hear the jet fighter whine, the bomb is already exposed. It's extremely frightening, and I don't think you can escape from their attack. Once the jet fighter bomb attack took place, all of the schools nearby our area had to immediately shut down, and they all have to run back to their houses. You will never know what will happen to those children. The city will kill everywhere, including women and children, and you all know that kind of incidents that I mentioned is not happening only in Gayuni. It's also happening in Kachin or Sakai or Mabray region, right? That's the real situation.
It's really sad to hear that the military is targeting all those schools for children and also innocent people from the IDP. So my question is, how's the current situation in Mobie?
The local PDF forces, including KNDF, they all are jointly defending against the city, and the Myanmar military city wanted to control Mobile too. So I think things will be getting worse and conflicts will be intense in the coming days too. For now, the city blocked all transportation. They don't even allow, carrying enough rice, essential food, and medicine. Besides, I think local people, including IDPs, they are extremely afraid of possible city invasion, as they have a lack of trust, not only in city, as well as government authorities and police forces for many years in Guinea.
What do you hope for the future of Myanmar?
After the coup, after witnessing crimes against humanity by the Sidak Myanmar military, in fact, I lost a positive opinion regarding my country future. But what I am so confident about that is, I think we can change our future by not giving up our dreams. Our dream here, I mean, like our dream for restoring public democracy, our dream for achieving equality for everyone, our dream for creating self-determination to help craft our own values and beliefs in line with, local people desire. I would like to say that change is really hard, but I believe we can create a change together. We all are in this revolution together, right? We all are using our different expertise to contributing towards the needed society in times of revolution, right? So I think we all must keep going, and we can be there one day. I'm so confident about that. I think all of the young people who are fighting and sacrificing their lives at the front line, they all want that kind of situation, same as me.
That's our phone call interview with Sagawah from Karenni State. Thank you for sharing your stories and experiences. I hope you will be safe. You all will be safe and sound in Karenni State.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Democracy, yeah, she yeah. Do yeah. Democracy, yeah, she yeah.